All right, Akiko, I just want to thank you once again for giving me being here and being able to interview with me. So, the first question is, can you provide your name and where you're originally from?
My name is Akiko Mizuma, and I came from Japan. The city is Hiroshima. Is the south part of Japan.
Okay. And when did you move here, and why did you choose to come to America?
Actually, I've been here for a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And why did you choose to come?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a long story.
I have all the time. Take it.
When I was in high school, at first I wanted to be a school teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Because my mother was the elementary school teacher, but my mind changed,
Mm-hmm.
and then suddenly I lost my future job, or yeah.
I see.
And then so then I just wanted to how can I say that? Try no. Yeah, I wanna try to find something other things.
Mm-hmm.
And wanted to see the other world.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, when you decided to come to America, were your parents kind of supportive about it? Like, were they okay with you coming?
Yeah, my parents, support me. My parents, always supporting us.
Mm-hmm.
They, they allowed to do what we want to do. So, yeah, they are very supportive, and what is that?
Basically, I was just asking, like, do your parents, like, originally, like, were they fine with it, or were they kind of, like, scared for you to go? Because
A little bit scary, because the image of America is gun society, or
right.
yeah. So they felt a little scary, but they pushed my back.
Oh, okay. So they kind of pushed you to go then.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you decided to come to America, how did you end up in Reno, like in here in the university?
Before came to America, I entered into the language school in Japan, and then this school called the NIC have a strong connection with the UNR, and then I could come to I select the school UNR for the university in America.
I see.
Yeah.
So was this kind of one of the main schools that was tied into the school you're going to in Japan?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Well, I'm glad that's how you ended up coming here then. That's pretty cool. Yeah, because usually I'm always kind of curious about how international students, from all over the world come here. And apparently you were kind of tied into that whole thing, right? Because with the school in Japan, it was kind of like it worked out really well that way, right? It kind of worked out good that you were going to the school in Japan, and it was just tied into UNR.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
So that my school really supporting to us, like taxing or house or
I see. Okay, awesome. What were some of the biggest challenges that you faced when you came to this country?
The challenge?
The biggest challenges.
Like I would say in the class, language is most
the biggest.
Yeah.
And I know that you're still kind of talking about how you're still kind of trying to better understand the language. How are you kind of coping with these challenges like today? Because I know that it's really difficult still.
Yeah.
Has it become a little bit easier, or is it still pretty difficult?
yeah, easier because it became easier. Like just talking with my friends in English or like, watching the English movies or something like that. Yeah.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I totally understand.
Okay.
Like you were saying with your roommates, how they talk to you in English, do you ask for them to talk to you in English and stuff so that you kind of get used to being, get used to the English language? Like you kind of like put yourself in situations where you're always around people who speak English? I see. Even with your Japanese friends, do you kind of speak mostly, like try to talk in English, or do you try to like go back and forth between English and Japanese?
Between Japanese friends, we talk in Japanese. Yeah. So like, so like, I trying to get into the American friends, and then gradually get used to speak and listen in English. Something like that.
Okay. Do you have a lot of, are your roommates English too? Like,
I'm not in dormitory.
Do you live like in a, what's your housing situation like?
Apartment.
Okay.
Living alone.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know. Yeah, I thought it was you were still living in like a house and stuff, or with different people. Oh, I'm sorry. So along with just the language challenges, are there any other ones that you kind of face like currently besides just the language? Like, is there anything else that you kind of struggle with being here that's really different from being in Japan?
Oh, okay. Like the people's gesture is kind of difficult to understand. Like, yeah, sometimes American people do the or something.
Yeah,
it's
with the
like
tongue. Yeah.
For me, it's like the person getting mad or something. Yeah, so like those kind of gestures or facial expressions different. So yeah. Food. Sometimes I want to eat Japanese food and I want to make those food, but there is no ingredients like in Japan. So yeah.
Yeah, I think the closest one is Sacramento. You'd have to drive to Sacramento because they have a lot of the Asian shops there. Because I know personally, I'm from the Philippines, and we have a hard time finding any kind of Filipino like ingredients, like you were saying. So we have to drive 2 hours to get all our stuff and then bring it back and stuff. But along with that, Akiko, when you're in Japan, do they kind of have those same kind of facial expressions, or are they a little bit more, what's the word I'm trying to figure out? A little bit more discreet. Like they're not like, you know how you're talking about the tongue, like using the tisk tisk, or a lot of the facial expressions are the Japanese a little bit more kind of kept to themselves? Like they don't use that many facial expressions? Because I know in the United States we use like a lot of hand gestures, like we're very, we like to talk with our, like point what we're trying to say and stuff. Are the Japanese like, do they use a lot of body language and stuff, or?
Yeah, we have, but not same as American. Those gestures are more than American. And then the especially like Japanese people more care about the facial expression. Like we see the face to face and talking face to face. So yeah, that's why I misunderstand the American gesture and facial expression.
Yeah, because I think it can be like misleading, kind of, you think they mean something and then they actually mean something else. Because I go through that all the time too. Because I know from the Philippines it's kind of the same way. They use a lot of different gestures
Mm-hmm.
there, that if we use them here, it's a whole different thing.
Mm.
So, but thank you for that. What do you miss most about Japan?
Mm.
I'm gonna guess food is kind of in there too, right? 'Cause
Yeah. Food and the atmosphere is kind of different from here. Yeah, because like Tokyo, there is a lot of people in the town, and yeah, but here I cannot see many people here. So yeah, sometimes I feel like lonely. Mm. Ah, TV program.
the TV program in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't have TV in the house, and I'm always watching the Japanese TV program online.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Yeah, I miss the Japanese TV.
I see. So, is Hiroshima like similar to Reno? Like, is it like a big populated area in Hiroshima, or is it kind of not as big as like? Because obviously Tokyo's, I think it's the biggest city in Japan.
Yeah.
Right? So, in terms of like population, like is Hiroshima kind of, you know, average?
Yeah, but Hiroshima is maybe the five biggest city in Japan.
Oh.
So yeah, but the size of the prefecture is bigger, and then my hometown is in rural area. So this the atmosphere of my hometown is similar to here. Also, I mean the number of population is similar.
Okay, so so there's kind of similarities, right, between like a little bit here and a little bit there.
Yeah.
So you said that you live by yourself. Is there like a reason that you decided to live by yourself? Because you said you live in an apartment by yourself,
Yeah.
right? Is there like a kind of a reason you decided to like live by yourself?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to live with other people. Yeah. I want to have privacy.
So you like kind of being by yourself?
Yeah.
I see. Okay. That's fine. I totally understand because I'm kind of that same way.
Yeah.
Like, I like being around people, but sometimes it's kind of like you like your space too.
Yeah.
So along with JSON, is there any like other organizations, clubs that kind of helped you get used to being in the United States?
Like the OISS at the Vienna. I forgot the.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what it means. I know I've heard of it, but I can't.
But that department is for the international students, and then they help the taxis and how to get the apartment or something. Yeah, that is a helpful organization.
And with JSON, do you pretty much know most of the people in the group? Like, do they really like make efforts to make you feel really comfortable in the United States? Okay, I'll kind of rephrase that because when I said it, I was like, I don't know if that makes sense. Like in JSON, you know how, do you know like most of the people in the group? Like, do you guys kind of feel like a community? Like, there's somewhere you can go when, you know, you feel kind of lonely, like you say sometimes, or like you want to talk to somebody. Like, is it a pretty good, how do I say, like a social group to kind of feel welcome?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, so like, Jason is more like for the people who want to make the American people, American friends. So yeah, I think this club is helpful for people who are looking for American friends. Yeah, and yeah, outside of our club, we have a other connection, like the Japanese